everybody, and welcome to the Queer Country Quarterly. And it's the very first international edition of the Queer Country Quarterly because we have Delilah Black here, all the way from across the pond. Hi!
Hello.
So
Hello.
exciting. Um, I feel so global right now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And well, thank you for inviting me to be here. It's very nice of you. I've never done this before, so this is going to be exciting.
But I'm so happy you're here. I've wanted you to come and play for so long. I've been stalking you on the internet.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to come earlier, but well, you know how things are. It's crazy over here and I still got my day job as well. It's like we're doing all these community things, so but this was a good time, so here we are.
Yay, well, we made it
Yay.
happen. And we're going to have Frankie and the Momos a little later, but because
Yay!
of all complications, we're going to tape this separately and then we're going to see Frankie later. But through the magic of technology, then we'll all be together. Um,
Cool.
and wait, I wanted to read this because it's so good.
Okay.
This from our website. Imagine Katie Lang, Grace Jones, and Jack White at church, then imagine them at Fight Club. That's the best bio ever.
Yeah, well, I think a couple of shots of vodka, that's what came out after a couple of
Mm-hmm.
shots of vodka with that. But the live shows, the electric shows are not so subdued, and I've got the whip out and
I know,
everything.
I
Yeah,
saw.
yeah, yeah. So it's a bit different from the acoustic ones. This one's going to be nice and mellow and gentle. No whipping today. So all
the,
you whipophiles, you'll have to wait for that.
the whip is pretty exciting. It's like,
Oh, yes.
yeah, that video is amazing.
Thank you.
And your whole style in it is amazing. Like,
Thank you. Thank you. I've got my sort of my whip fans as well that kind of, you know, they ask me if I'm going to take the whip out today. I'm thinking, oh, I've got a whole nother side gig here with this whip.
that is true. And
Hey.
honestly, probably more profitable than you
Yeah.
or like all the community organizing stuff you do.
Yeah, and the music as well, get my
Yeah.
other side thing. Hey, why not? I'm into it. I'll do it.
um, and oh, as a reminder, speaking of what is or is not lucrative, dear viewers, please send your tips to Karen and the Sorrows at Venmo. It's just Karen and is written out in the Sorrows, and anything you send will go to Delilah and Frankie directly. So let's get them some cash.
Thank you. Thank you. Gotta eat. Girls gotta eat.
Yeah, for sure. All right, play us some songs. You ready to play us some songs?
Okay, yeah, sure. Right. Well, the first song I'm gonna do is well, first I'll explain. I normally do like a theme with these things, and it's a theme of love and something else. So this one, I'm going to explore love and disappointment, and I'm just going to play it here from my invisible musicians here. Here we go. And let's do that. Here we go. I bought a rubber band for you, a lovely ornament for you. Then you go and cut your hair. Was it just a shock? Do you even care? I wrote a lovely speech for you, find words of brilliant speech for you. Then you go and shut your mouth. Why you wouldn't talk? Who could figure out? You waste up all my time and you can't even hold a conversation. I was doing fine, I decided I don't want you back, I don't want you back. Then you go and blow my mind. Who'd even thought you could be sublime? Then you go and freak me out. What's that all about? What's that all about? You waste up all my time and you can't even hold a conversation. I was doing fine, I decided I don't want you back, I don't want you back. Then you go and blow my mind. Who'd even thought you could be sublime? Then you go and freak me out. What's that all about? What's that all about? Then you go and cut your hair. Then you go and shut your mouth. Then you go and blow my mind. Then you go and freak me out. Then you go and cut your hair. Yes, that's for all of you with your complicated relationships.
Hey!
Oh,
I was muting myself, but I just had to say that song got stuck in my head hard since the other day when you were singing it.
oh, good,
It's a good
good.
song.
Oh, great. Well, we've been there, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So, right, shall I go on to the next one? Yes, cool. Okay. Um, right, so let's see. Okay, this song I have really just written, and I was still writing it up until like yesterday and even like up until today. So, I'm just gonna line it up here. So yep, so forgive me if I'm like staring at things because I'm still learning the song, but I really wanted to include it in here. So, okay, here we go. Um, have you no shame? You know you should when you recall all the things you say. When you recall all the things you do, who gets gets the blame? It's always the same. Have you no shame? You know you should. When thinking of all the measures that you took to be absolved, who was at fault? Everyone but you. It's never you. You blame your mom, your dad, the childhood you never had, your friends, your fears, your thoughts. It's all the heartbreak to blame. Everyone but you. Everyone but you. What do you think about? What do you figure out when you wonder how it came to be? Do you ponder when you wonder before you fall gently to sleep? And in the night, do you awake because your mind is all aflutter with all these things? Does accountability come one day to everyone but you? It's never you. You blame your mom, your dad, the childhood you never had, your friends, your education. You blame your job, your home, your kids, your wife, the law, the church, your God, your life, the way you feel today, the love that let you slip away, your fears, your validations. It's all the heartbreak to blame. Everyone but you. It's never you. My dear, we have been friends for such a long, long time. And you know, I like to mind my own business. But we are all suffering through these things. And of this, I am sure I can get a witness. Now, in all our difficulties and in all our frustrations, sometimes we are the cause, sometimes, of our own situations. Don't blame your mom, your dad, the childhood you never had, your friends, your education. You blame your job, your home, your kids, your wife, the law, the church, your God, your life, the way you feel today, the love that let you slip away, your fears, your validations. It's all the heartbreak to blame. Everyone but you, anyone but you. It's never you, everyone but you.
I didn't know we were gonna go to church. Country church
Well,
was so good.
it's been a while. It's been a while, but you know, it's a little sermon today, you know, a little
Needed,
bit of
so
word.
needed. For
Because there's a lot of it going around.
oh my my God, yes. I can't wait till you record that and have like some Hammond organ and some
Yeah.
pedal steel and like a whole.
Yeah, it's a good time to do something like that because there's a lot of people doing this, blaming everybody else,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, recently in the news. But yeah, there we go.
that's for sure. We need that song. Thank you.
Oh, great. I'm glad I got through it. Yeah, I've got like my notes everywhere because, as I said, I've just finished writing it, yesterday. So I'm still kind of getting it in my head.
But it's
Yeah.
done. It's perfect.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Next song.
My invisible band is in a hurry to get started, you see.
All right.
Yeah, they want to get paid. Um, okay, so yeah, so the next song again going back to my theme of love and something else. So this one is about love and longing. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I do have to say thank you to Justin Buckley who provided the guitar backing for this. He did it like last minute, and thanks. It was I wasn't expecting it. It was like really kind of him to do. So here we go. Momentary flashes of imagining, fantasy that sparkles in my mind. More than just a dream, it comes alive in me. More than passion secretly divine. My imagination serves me well this way. Endless variations on a theme. But I need to feel the beating of his heart more than just a daydream. How can I begin to make this real? Why does he not show me how he feels? Maybe the right moment hasn't come. Maybe it's just fantasy. Oh, what could be better than to be with him? Softly, softly whisper in his ear. Do you really feel it now? I'm close to you. Do you really feel it now? I'm here. Closer, even closer, but so far away. Must I weave a spell for you to see? Time is at hand, be a man. This is not a daydream. Oh, yeah. How can I begin to make this real? Why does he not show me how he feels? Maybe the right moment hasn't come. Maybe it'll never be. Maybe I must go to him. Maybe I must go to him. Maybe I must go to him. Oh, that always makes me want to smell the flowers.
Oh. Yes. I love it.
Oh gosh. Oh, let me just have a little sip of water.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, great. Well, this has been so much fun. I'm going to go into the last song now, which
Yay! I'm glad you
I
got
am
to do
going
it.
I'm going to attempt to play the ukulele. I must warn you, I'm a very bad player. I've never claimed to be able to play this thing, but I tried to learn this. Look at that. Ugh, ugh. I've tried to learn this just for today. And if I mess it up, I'll probably just stop. But I'm really going to try to get through this song. And I'm going to end with a song about love and hope. Next time you see me, you'll know me by the crown around my head. And they'll be listening, trying to catch every word I said. How exciting this will be. Public signings and openings. Oh, I'll keep your drink refilled like on a shopping spree. Maybe we'll just go to a movie. Next time I meet you, I will take you out to a cafe. And I will treat you to anything you want. It don't matter, you want this or that, it's okay. I would like to take you to the West End, 'cause it's all so pretty. Or the seaside, swimming in a pool of love. Come take a dip, come take a sip, come and take a trip with me. Hey, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da da do. Da da do. Do do. I would like to take you to the West End, 'cause it's all so pretty. On the seaside, swimming in a pool of love. Come take a dip, come take a sip, come and take a trip with me. Come and take a trip with me. Come and take a trip with me.
Yay!
I did it!
You did it! It was beautiful!
Oh,
That one
oh,
was
thank you.
so sweet.
I must take some lessons.
Ah, no, it sounded perfect. I love that song.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much for inviting me to do this. This was so much fun. It's my first time doing it, and it's been great. And I'm sending a whole load of love across the water there to everybody in the queer community, everybody who's a fan of country and Americana. I love you over here. Um, I miss everybody. You can find me on delilahblack.com if you're interested in anything that I'm doing. And thank you so much, Karen, for asking me to be here. It's
I'm so
fantastic.
happy
Loved
you're
it.
here. Everyone needs to immediately go to delilahblack.com. It is not optional. And don't forget to send us some money, Karen and the Sorrows on Venmo, so I can give all that money to Delilah and to
Yay!
Frankie, who'll be here later.
Yay, Frankie! Yes, because we're hungry. We need some money for food.
Feed your musicians.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
important. And I wanted to talk to you about mountain music, which is the best term ever.
Yeah, I just started calling what I do that because I like to mix traditional sounds, and traditional instruments, and I try to mix them as well with like modern techie things as well. Try to get the two worlds combined. And like at the moment, like I'm raising some money for the Grassroots Law Project, for instance, which just kind of help them to help people who are stuck in the legal system. So one of the things that I did was a song called Routine that you can kind of Google it and find on Bandcamp or
Yes.
something.
And
And
on your website, that's where I watched it, right?
okay, yeah,
Really
so
powerful.
thank you, thank you. And I had Ben Paley playing fiddle on there. Just Ben, thank you, Ben, for doing that. Ben is fantastic. So he played on that for me to help me out. And yeah, so routine as well. It's a mixture of traditional instruments, but I've put some tech in there as well. I've tried to combine the two, so it's a bit uncomfortable listening for some, but there's a message to it, and I really wanted to get that kind of feeling across in there. So that's what I mean by Electro Mountain. I take the old traditional folk stuff, and then I kind of blend with the tech stuff together, and then come up with something interesting sounding. I think yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I feel like that is actually very country. Like if you look at like the history of the pedal steel, which
Mm.
I was obsessed with, and I know you love pedal steel too. This is
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over your stuff, But like that machine is just a weird ass like Frankenstein's monster. Like they're just like, what if we put these
but
pedal,
I
like
know.
from the progression from lap steel to what it is just all sorts of weird like futzing with
Yeah,
people who had a secret engineer's heart besides
yeah, yeah.
beating besides their musician heart. So
Yeah, curious people, well, what if we do this? What'll that sound like? And I do a lot of that. I'll just like sometimes like before I got my equipment, I was just making noises with my mouth and just recording sounds with my mouth and thinking, oh, well, how does it sound if I do that? And how does it, and and whose idea was it to put a guitar on their lap and then play it that way? Why would you even do that? So it's just, curious people. But so I've just started calling it Electro Mountain because I do try to blend the traditional acoustic things and then put some tech or some kind of noises and sounds in there. So that's what that's about.
well, that's fucking rad, and I'm super into it. And so yes, everybody also needs to go to your website, and they can donate to the Grassroots Law Project
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah. By routine, it all goes to, none of the musicians are getting paid from it. I'm not taking anything from it. By routine because it's nice, to get my stuff out there. But any money that you give, the whole thing is going to grassroots law, and it's really helping people who are stuck in the legal system. Some people don't have the money to help themselves, so it's a very worthy cause. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everybody listening, go do that. I'm very bossy with my
Good,
audience.
good, good. I love a good boss. Who doesn't love a good boss?
I don't have a whip though. You're on a whole nother level.
No, it's good. It's good. Someone's got to take charge.
All right, I'm gonna play some songs. I'm gonna put you on mute, but you can come back if you want to. Um, okay. Um, yeah. All right, this first one is called Far Away. I liked what you were doing with the love ands. I always like to say my band is like a full service heartbreak band and just cover like all the spectrum. um, and this one is sort of coming to terms with people that you're always going to love, but you really need to not love them from anywhere up close. I know you were right. I know you had to go. I know the house was burning down, even if it burned slow. But that don't make it easy. No, baby, no. Not with this. people you can love up close, some people from afar. I guess the trick is knowing which kind they are. Of course I'm gonna love you for all of my days. Heaven help me to do it from far away. I know I was right, I know I had to leave. You were singing from a distant shore, never standing beside me. But that don't make it easy. No, baby, no. Not with your sweet song in my blood and my bones. Some people you can love up close, some people from afar. I guess the trick is knowing which kind they are. Of course I'm gonna love you for all of my days. Heaven help me to do it from far away. Show me a map, a star, a sign. I'll find my way. Let me come close enough to just touch your face. Some people you can love up close, some people from afar. I'm no damn good at knowing which kind they are. Of course I'm gonna love you for all of my days. Heaven help me to do it from far away. Heaven help me to do it from far away. There you go. Let's see. This next one is for when you are laughing at yourself or loving somebody and it was a bad idea. It's a lot of loving people. It's a bad idea in my song. Well, the first time you broke my heart, it took me by surprise. I thought all those songs about love at first sight were nothing but a pack of lies. Then I kissed you beneath the stars. I could have kissed you there for days. I said, please don't let this end. But you just walked away. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I still ran back to your arms, 'cause some water. I need a little table, like such a good set. You such a good setup, and I don't have anything but this little chair. I'm gonna play two more. Um, this song, Nowhere, is from 2 albums ago, and I like to write a lot of Jewish Bible country songs. As you might already know if you listened to my songs before. And this one is about Moses and how I imagine that he must have felt really conflicted and sad because he grew up as Egyptian and in the Bible, it's all like everybody's having a big party after the Red Sea closes up over all of the troops that are chasing them, and like Moses' sister is like leading a whole dance with her tambourine. But like, I just always imagine that Moses must have been sort of heartbroken, at least in part. Like, it must have been some of his friends who died there, even though those were also people who were enslaving his people. I don't know. I just think all the complicated bits get left out. So this song is sort of about that. How much further out can the outside be? Nothing but this desert far as I can see. I remember how the Red Sea used to sing. I remember how it swallowed everything. Where'd the compass spin? Turn me around again. Doesn't matter if it's here. Doesn't matter if it's there. Any place without you is nowhere. Love was split when I was known. Always one half in danger, one half home. Scarred my tongue to keep my secret safe. Now my secret's all that I can taste. Where'd the compass spin? Turn me around again. Doesn't matter if it's here. Doesn't matter if it's there. Any place without you is nowhere. All these bones on the other shore, and my sister sing, but I don't sing no more. Let the compass spin. Turn me around one more. And this one is totally new too. I got Courage from Delilah doing new song. This one needs notes. Sorry for the paper rustling. Okay. It's a waltz. I haven't written a waltz for a while. There was like a period where I just kept accidentally only writing waltzes. You should like get in that waltz zone. It's hard to get back out. What's past is past. I had a dream that this could be true. It didn't last. All of the past led right through each ceiling. Inside me singing back to the very first scene. Will I ever get free? Why do we want what we want when it don't give a damn if we're safe? Why do we want what we want when it spits right back in our face? Why do we cry when it's gone? When we know we all would pray to be saved from what we want. I tear it out deep as I can, down to the root. It grows right back, covers me up with its horrible blooms. My mama's all just like me. Am I the one to get free? Why do we want what we want when it don't give a damn if we're safe? Why do we want what we want when it spits right back in our face? Why do we cry when it's gone? When we know we ought to pray to be saved from what we want, from what we want. More paper rustling. I'll come back to I need permission to unmute you.
Permission to unmute, Captain. Oh, that was delightful. That was so great. I love the new one.
Thank
I
you.
really like the new one.
I haven't been writing a lot of songs in the pandemic. I've been mostly writing a lot of nonfiction. I've been working on a book, but that one just came at me this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, oh, that was great. And I didn't know that the other one that you sang, the song about Moses, because we did a little bit of it at the sound check, didn't we? And I didn't know that's what that was about. That's great. That's great.
Secret
Beautiful.
Moses references. I mean, it's
Yeah.
also just about being sad, but
I mean, well, it's more than that. It's about like it's like you say, it's complicated, people's emotions and things and their relationships to things. Yeah, it's really great. Really great. I really enjoyed that.
thank you so much.
Wonderful.
It's funny, like I never set out to write Bible-y songs, but it's like I've got like five of them now. A lot of them
I
are
love
Passover songs. I should probably do a special Passover.
it.
I don't know. I'm
That's wonderful. I
like,
love it. I mean, look. I spent a lot of time in the church. I think get in there, write what you want to write. It's not, the church doesn't hold these things, captive. It's for everybody. Write what's in your heart. No, this
true.
is
Well, and
yeah,
they're good stories. Like
yeah,
Moses has so many good stories. Like another story that is in that song is like when he was a baby, and they had this where like they they I think there was like some prophecy that he was a danger,
right,
and so they did a test and they put in front of baby Moses a crown and a piece of hot coal.
right.
And they figured, well, if he's a danger, he'll reach for the crown. And like baby Moses was totally going to, but then like an angel came and made him take the hot coal and put it in his mouth. But
What?
then he burned his tongue and then he had a speech impediment the rest of his life. And
What?
that's like, like I just feel like that is so deep. Like all the things
Wow.
we do to like keep ourselves safe, but like how they, this is
Don't
just
test.
yeah, I
Don't
don't.
test. Don't test. That is some Jerry Springer stuff right there. Don't test these things. You may not like the results, man.
That's so
No.
true. The Bible is so Jerry Springer.
Well, Jerry Springer got it from there. That's the original. The Bible is the original. I tell you, man, it's like a soap opera, salacious, and everything you want, get a
Yeah,
story out of there and it'd be like, what? And they did what? And
yeah.
yeah.
People do not act right in the Bible.
No, they do not. They do not. Forget about the housewives. They do not.
Yeah, no, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that we got to do this.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It was coming for a while. I'm glad we finally did it. Oh, that it was so much fun and not as stressful as I thought it was going to be. It was actually really
Oh,
good fun.
good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're such a great host. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. This is
Thank
really good.
you. It
Yeah.
is so easy to get psyched out. I got a little psyched out while I was singing because all of a sudden I'm just like, wait, where am I? What am I doing? What's happening? Like, do I know what I'm even
What
singing?
you're doing is yeah, I do that. I do that. I start looking at things and I'm like, oh, I need to do this. And I've got, oh, I must clean that. And I have to, yeah, you got to like stay where you are.
Very
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
That'll happen to me sometimes when I play live. There's this one place, Union Hall, and they have it's like a very narrow um, room, and in the back there's this case of like taxidermy.
Oh, wow.
And they're just the way the lighting is, like it's so one of those places where like light is kind of in your eyes and you can't really see the crowd. But for some reason, what I can see is like the creepy taxidermy, and it's just like you're just like playing, and then all of a sudden you're just locking eyes with a probably
With
taxidermy like
something.
a parrot or something, and I. And then the other part of me is like, am I still singing? Even
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, yeah, the perils of live
yeah,
performance.
it's very
Oh
difficult.
gosh.
Well, so everybody, you need to go to delilahblack.com. You need to also buy her new song so you can contribute to the Grassroots Law Project and follow you on Twitter. You'll be
Yeah.
a Twitter feed.
Instagram as well. I've got an Instagram as well. So the two of those, either two, it's fine with
Both
me.
of those.
Say
Both
hello.
of those. All of those.
All of them, all everything. I will say if you say hello, I will say hello back. Yeah, I love engaging with people. Yeah, just give me a shout and yeah, I'll tweet or write some nonsense back to you and you'll be like, what is she talking about?
Yay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yay.
I'm here for it. Yeah.
All right, and don't forget to send a tip to Karen and the Sorrows on Venmo.
Thank
Give it to Delilah. All right,
you.
and next up we're gonna have Frankie and the Momos. Yay! Welcome back to the Queer Country Quarterly, and now we have Frankie and the Momos. Yay! Hi, Frankie, I missed you.
Hi, Karen. How you doing?
I'm okay. I always feel like I'm Karen and the Sorrows, but in this pandemic, my sorrows are just my own, and you have to you have to come bearing your own momos.
Well, the momos were always here, you know.
Momos in your mind.
The momos of my mind.
Once I went on a Valentine's Day date with my ex for Tibetan food, and she titled it "Momos for Homos." And
Funny enough, when I was trying to think of what I should call myself or who they were, I kept saying I was Frankie and the Homos, and somebody got in my head that I couldn't be, and I was like, well, fine then, I'm the Momos, and that's that. But we know inside.
and that's just like two wonderful things together. Because who doesn't love momos? And anyone who doesn't love homos, they suck.
Absolutely.
No momos for them.
No momos for them.
I'm glad we got this settled. So, Frankie and the Momos is the name of your amazing band. You have been a Queer Country Quarterly regular, but so I went and looked it up. When you first played, it was 2013.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, I've been doing this.
By that, actually.
I know, right? That it doesn't seem that long ago, but apparently, I've been doing this for like 10 years.
Wow.
And I fell in love with your music then, and then I have to force you to come play periodically because there aren't enough places for me to listen to your songs. So,
a little draggy.
But that's all about to change, right? Because
yes.
you've got an EP coming soon.
EP's coming out soon.
Mm-mm.
After years of playing, Queer Country Quarterly. Pretty much my, one of two shows I've played in the last 10 years. So.
No, that's not true. I have stalked you on the internet. You don't play as much as you could and as much as the people demand. But you are out there, and you're out there doing many other things too. Theater, burlesque. What other things? What am I missing? Other things you've been?
I mean, that's been my life the last 10 years, playing Queer Country Quarterly and doing some theater, doing some burlesque production. Yeah, that's been my life up until this year, obviously. But I'm really stoked that I haven't played, I'm dragging. I haven't really done anything, so I'm psyched to be doing this as the first thing I've done since, the first thing I'm doing in 2021 for sure. And basically, since we've been in lockdown.
People need your music, and I've been coaxing a lot of people out of hiding to come and play because I need to hear their songs.
Oh.
And I don't know if you're gonna play it tonight, but Bird Song is I am always obsessed with that song. I love it.
Oh, that's good.
So much.
I practiced that one, so you're, hopefully, hopefully it comes out all right.
All right, you ready to play us some music?
Yeah, I'm so nervous. This is zoom in. From
Zoom.
Zoom time.
No, zoom.
It's a rainy day here in Brooklyn. I don't know, I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. So this is Karen's favorite song, the bird song. There's a fire, watch your hair. The last time this happened, it burned in the fire, and everything just turned to flames. Last time this happened, I got blamed, and you took a quill from the bird you killed. And maybe if I finally finished a letter, I could sleep again with the lights off and my socks off. Take the paper, take the lace. Last time this happened, rolled it with sage, and for every little taste you take a sip of water, you flood the page. How's a walk around the lake? Get together, what's at stake? And for every little noise to make, take a sip of water, you flood the stage. Something's gonna give, I say. Forget all the things that got in your way. Take the teacher's pet no less. Forget all the lessons you wanted less. There's another bird on the way. Okay. There's another bird on the way. Stop there. I'm a little rusty.
That's the part when it's like, and then the band kicks in. Oh, no band.
Wow, yeah, it's been a minute. Wow. You need to be this nervous on Zoom when there's not other people in front of you. Well, there's one person in front of me.
Yeah, Zoom.
All the people at home watching.
Hello, dear people at home. Zoom really fucks with your head.
Yeah, definitely. Learning curve, I think, is what they call it.
Yeah. I've been doing it all year, and it's still fucking with my head. Yeah. So, yeah. I totally flipped myself out when I was playing with Delilah. So.
All right, not bad. Yeah, okay, no. Warming up here.
Yeah, it sounds good. And I love that song. Thank you for playing my favorite.
Of course.
Okay, play me another.
Let's see. Song's called Better Time. I was thinking of a better time when you were mine. You were mine. I was thinking how I'd like to kiss your eyes. Your starry glare make me bear the lies I told myself of all the magic felt between the lines I'm holding close. Words you dealt like cards. Happiest at least I have my health. La 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 la. use your mind to aid with stealth, a brutal find. You're a fool indeed. Happier, happiest at least. I have my health. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. I was thinking of a better time when you were mine, you were mine. I was thinking how I'd like to close your eyes, your starry glare make me blind, and all the cards you dealt were red, and all the hearts they kept you in, and I bet my arm and everything instead. Happier, happiest, I'm a fool indeed. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la. Very important, all songs end like this.
Yeah, little known fact, but absolutely essential. That one ends one song in that way.
If you're wondering what I'm drinking at home, it's just a little tequila to warm my
Ooh.
nerves. It's a cold day in Brooklyn. It's 4:00. It's a Sunday. Tequila time. Yeah. Okay. This next song, I've gotten to the habit of all the songs. I never really gave them any names. I just would refer to them as something, and that became their name. So this is a song about summer because, I'm looking forward to the summer. So let's see if I can get through this one. Tell me it's summer so that we can elope. Tell me it's summer so that we can elope. The lake is busy, there are ducks afloat. The lake is so busy, no one's home. Tell me it's summer so that we can elope. Tell me it's summer so that we can elope. You asked me to stay. In the morning I said yes, yes. You werewolf, you werewolf. I surrender your trigger. Bad wolf voice keeps me where I'm inside your eyes, your eyes, your eyes, your eyes. And I'm sorry are my baby and I'm your boy. You are my baby and I'm just your boyfriend.
Oh, I love that one too. Is that one going to be on the EP?
It's not. This is actually the first song I ever wrote and completed, and I only remembered about it like this year.
What?
Yeah, I used to play it all the time, and then I just stopped playing it, and I don't know. Maybe I thought I couldn't play a summer song in the middle of the winter, but
Well, the seasonal requirements.
you do that, right? Do you forget songs that you wrote like entirely? Like you forgot that you wrote this song?
You know, I don't I don't forget songs, but like I did forget a whole draft of an essay. I was working on this essay. It was going to be published. I did a revision of it, like a big revision. And then they sent me the text how it was laid out. I was supposed to like copy edit. I didn't notice that it wasn't the revised version. I didn't notice I saw like another draft. And then I was just like checking a footnote and I discovered I had to like look back for it and I was like, oh wait, I wrote a whole different draft of this. I didn't remember at all. Like just zero. And that's not like, oh, a long time ago I wrote that song. That was 4 months ago. I wrote a whole thing. And even after like I worked it all through, I still had no memory of when
Yeah.
did I write that draft.
Memory's a funny thing. Even when it's working, it's not. Yes, I've realized now I've entirely like lost entire things that's happened, and it comes up, and I'm like, why is this familiar? I'm like, oh, I wrote this song, dummy. Yeah.
It's very weird to me sometimes when someone will remember something that happened with me and I don't remember it at all. Does that happen to
Sure, sure.
you? Like, oh, that's an interesting whole thing that happened in my life that I have no memory of.
Oh boy. Oh man, yeah. So that song, I dusted it off, and got through it. So.
Well, I'm glad you brought it back out of the bin. It's a good one.
Oh, okay. So we've reached the capo part of the evening.
Yay!
Okay. The last few days this year have left me clear. You were high, and we sat with your mother, and we watched all your brothers on the lawn. We were open then to each other, and we laughed at your mother. We were lost for each other, so we crossed all our fingers. You could change your dress if you wanted to. There's a guy at the door for you. And when we finally come, we were open then to each other, and we laughed at intend to play it as fast as you do, but once you start, you just kind of follow through with it.
Sometimes that just happens when you're playing things live. You gotta speed them up.
Like, all right, this is the song now. Okay, the song is about a plant. The nerve plant eats well, it's got a cage with all the things that make it so brave. With roots in soil and all the things that pull you. Like flesh and sweat, it's all wet, all wet. The sun gets up at 6 a.m. But you're so warm, I'd like to stay in bed with all the things that make me so full. Just like the nerve plants soul. Landscape sounds, pulsing hips, touch not mango, senseless lists. The sparrow lifts you back. Puckered words that cover flesh, saturate visions of your nest. The sparrow lifts you back. The sparrow lifts you back. Just past arms. Just past arms. You're just past arms. You're just past arms. Treetop ripe with a boost to feel. Tangy skin underneath fingernails. Maybe one day, maybe not. Like your name, I bellow. I can't stop. Just past arms. Just past arms. You're just past arms. Just past arms. The nerve plant eats well, it's got a cage with all the things that make it so brave. With roots in the soil and all the things that boil. Like flesh and sweat, it's all wet, all wet.
Yay! There are not enough songs about plants.
Yeah, I don't even know what a nerve plant is.
I was
but-
gonna ask you.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, honestly. I think I was at a friend's house in Prospect Heights like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and I was like, "What kind of plant is this?" And she said it was a nerve plant, and then it came up again in my life. I'm not even sure. I bet if I googled it, there'd be a whole thing. I know it's a real plant. Someone at home is watching right now being like, you don't know what a Nerf plant is? Why'd you write a song about it? Well, it's not really about a plant. It's about a girl.
As with all songs.
It's not really about a plant. It's a metaphor, but.
um, I want you to keep playing as many songs as you want to play, but I just want to let you know that you don't have to keep going. You've hit your.
One more. How about one more?
One more is perfect. I mean, more than one more is also perfect. I like hearing all your songs.
Okay.
I just thought you'd be relieved to know that you had.
Well, you've seen me play enough times that you know you can see. You're like, you don't have to keep going.
It's shorter on Zoom because no one has any attention span. So,
I mean, my own attention span during the song is like waning. All right, one last song. This is a song about getting out of Florida, growing up, being queer. Get the fuck out. See you later. Bye. And on the glass there are faces, and they're just traces, both so basic, The kids are fine. Don't feed them your lines. Don't feed them your lines. Don't feed them your lines. And in the grass there are spaces, and they're just places where the blades live. Blades live. Blades live. The kids are fine. Don't feed them your lines. Don't feed them your lines. You could just lie on the floor as we stare at the door in a house on a street in a town. We'll both leave, both leave. And your hands, they drag along the sand when your hair gets tangled everywhere, 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 everywhere. Oh. And your hands, they glide along your bangs, 'cause you hide, you hide, you hide your
Oh, that's another good one. Yay! You
Well,
did
thank you,
it.
Karen. Thank you. Oh, it's so crazy. Whole year, pandemic, Zoom, songs. Wow.
Oh, right? I'm gonna come hang out with you in a second, but sometimes I can't figure out how to make Zoom work. Why doesn't it do it? Um, hmm. I don't have it in full screen mode, but then I read that that was gonna, here I go, that was gonna make the resolution better. Maybe that's what I've been struggling with. Zoom only wants you to have 640 resolution. I'm trying to get it to give me 720, but it is fickle. But apparently, if you have it in full screen while you're recording, maybe that uninteresting thoughts for our viewers. But
I feel like everyone is used to it now, right? Like it's been a year of people trying to figure out how to do things that you normally do in an awesome bar with an amazing sound system with reverb. Like halfway through some of these songs, I was like, why do I sound not as good as usual? I was like,
oh, it's so dry. Where's
I'm
my
drowning in reverb, echo.
No, the thing is, like, we forget that, like, in all the trauma of trying to live stream things and everything going wrong with that in our homes, like, all the things that go wrong when you play live, like the sound person who is cruel and doesn't care. And, like, once I played a show where the sound person was like, I'm gonna go get a sandwich. And they never came back. They never came back. The show, they just never, so that happens, or some weird feedback sound happens you can't fix, and like you get electrocuted from the microphone.
I've experienced that. It's very shocking.
It's rough out there outside of our home. At least here I got my little pink curtains. I'm like,
you're nailing this Zoom life. You got the warm lighting. I'm like under fluorescent lights. I'm like no background. I'm like there's some books I've read.
And heads. You
yes,
got heads.
those are heads. That's they're doing what they do.
Yeah, they're looking towards the future.
Exactly.
Okay, wait, here are things that everybody needs to know. One, don't forget to send your tips on Venmo to Karen and the Sorrows, and they will all go to Frankie and Delilah. Your names sound good together.
Frankie and Delilah. Yeah, wow.
I didn't realize that. I think I've been saying like Delilah and Frankie, but Frankie and Delilah sounds like a classic 70s duet.
Ooh.
Right? Sounds like you should cover like Elton John and Kiki D's Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Ooh, I do like that song.
I love that song so much. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, nobody knows it. Nobody knows. That is the hardest thing about Zoom is you can't sing together.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Or we could just jump into doing Elton John right now.
I only play G chords, so I don't know if that's a.
I'm sure that song works in G.
Someone at home was like, "That was a C, Frank."
I did once hear a heavy metal cover of that song, and it was bananas and amazing. It was just like, nobody knows it. But when I was down, I was a clown. I don't know.
I might be able to get down with that.
It wasn't something I would have ever heard in that song, but that's something I really respect in a cover. Like, I don't want to hear a cover that sounds like the original song or that disrespects the original song.
Right. If you're gonna do a cover, you either gotta match it perfectly or do something completely different.
Yeah,
I think.
Exactly. Yeah. So shout out to those people who I forget their names for their heavy metal cover of Don't Go Breaking My Heart. But Okay, so send your tips on the Venmo and order some food from Branded Saloon if you're in Brooklyn.
I'm gonna do that right now, actually.
Sounds like a good plan. Gerard will be there. He's
Yeah, I'm
working
gonna do that right now.
so hard.
Yeah.
Um, and also, please check out the Change Country Pledge. Um, thank you. Frankie's one of the people who helped make that happen and gave excellent feedback. Um, we're still working on it. I'm supposed to get a database together of all the pledges. We've got over 60 pledges so far. And the idea is if you are a person who has some access in the country music or Americana or roots music industry, whether maybe you're an engineer, maybe you're a studio musician, maybe you're a PR person, and you would like to do something to work towards moving these industries and these communities towards being less racist and fucked up, then you can take this pledge and offer to share your resources. So if you're an engineer, you can share your time. If you're a studio musician, you can play on people's records and just help build up all the resources that it takes to make this music and get this music out into the world, because it's hard to do. And a lot of the access to all that happens through networks that tend to be just a bunch of white people helping other white people do stuff. So you can take the pledge at bit.ly/ change country pledge. And I'll like put that on the screen, because since we're not live, I can make things go on the screen.
Oh, there it is. Look at it. There's it.
Now I really got to go and do it. Because we couldn't be live because it's very complicated because we're international today. Did I tell everybody all the things they need to? They need to go follow you on Frankie and the Mamas on Instagram, and keep a lookout for your EP, which is hopefully coming soon.
Coming soon. Just in the works forever, but it's done. Just gotta hit that button.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to hit the button, but if you're watching right now, go put in the comments, we need your music, please. So we can get the music, so that I can get the music, because this is a dilemma that happens to me a lot, where people will play a song that I love and then I can't listen to it because I don't have a recording of it, and then I get very agitated. So I just consider it a personal favor to me that you will release this EP so that I can listen to more of your music. And in the meantime, to tide us all over, you can go to SoundCloud, Frankie and the Mamas on SoundCloud, and you can hear some recordings.
Rougher versions of
but also very beautiful. They're beautiful songs, and I really love your music, and I'm so glad you're here today.
Thanks for having me. Honestly, when you asked me to come and do this, you're always such a big supporter of me, and I love playing music with you and playing your shows, and thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Yay!
Thanks to everyone at home. My name's Frankie the Mamas. I live in Brooklyn.
Yay! Frankie and the Mamas! Know about it! And know about Delilah Black. I already told you this, but telling you one more time. Also, follow Delilah on all the things. Go to her website, because she's amazing. And if you didn't know, now you know. Hey, friends. Bye!